What he means to say is he's moving to a small town that nobody's ever heard of.
People have heard of it.
What's the name of it?
You can find it on any map.
What's the name of it?
Folks are flocking there from all over.
What's the name of it?
Beaumont.
Beaumont? Where the hell is Beaumont?
Playing so cool, obeying every move, deep way down in your heart, you're burning, yearning for somebody to tell you that life ain't passing you by. Life ain't passing me by. Tell you it will if you don't even try. If you only got Footloose, Footloose, Footloose.
Where did I put that stuff? The back seat is full. I can't close the trunk.
Fred, don't start. I don't want to move any more than you do.
Then let's not go.
Look, I too wish your father had left. I too wish that things would be the way they were.
Okay, okay.
And we both wish I could be one of those strong, single moms who suddenly become self-sufficient, but I'm not. Please feel free to disagree.
Well, we got a 10-hour drive to go. There is a lot that we disagree. First, you got to turn it around.
Second, put your feet on the ground. Third, now take a hold of your soul.
Life keeps holding me down. Everybody cut, everybody cut. Everybody cut, everybody cut. Everybody cut, everybody cut.
On any Sunday here we'll be, raising our voices in harmony. One day, once our trials have ceased, we will be
On a
released.
Sunday, Lord, I pray, tell me exactly the words to say. Give me strength and maybe then I can reach my fellow man, so we all may rise again. Thank you, Lord. Amen. Welcome to Beaumont. Good morning. I took the long-winded church this morning down past the old creek. The birds were chirping, and I could hear our own choir warming up in the distance. And I was reminded of a line from a great poet who once wrote, "I hear America singing." And I thought to myself, aren't we the song we sing? Don't we raise our voices to tell the world who we are and what we believe? So this morning, I asked you, what song are you singing?
We've only been here 2 days and we're ready. Chicago seems a million miles away. But we were barely hanging on. There's especially with my father gone. There's not too many places we could stay. But maybe mom could find a job that's steady. And maybe I can study for a year. And maybe things won't be so bad. And maybe I won't miss my dad. And maybe we can start a new life.
But what when we're alive today? What song would you hear America singing? When I turn on the television, all I hear is music of easy sexuality and relaxed morals. I hear rock and roll and the endless China pornography. And I ask myself, why does the Lord allow this? We all know God has the power to turn all those books, records, and videos into one big fiery cinder like that. But He doesn't. And why? It's because God is testing us. He is seeing if we'll choose His path. That is why, every day, we must ask ourselves, have I done the right thing?
Have I done the right thing? Picking up my life, packing up the past. That's always frightening. Have I done the right thing?
The right thing, the right thing. We strive to do what's right. The right thing, the right thing. Sin is a matter of black and white.
This morning we welcome to our parish arrived from Chicago, Ethel McCormick and her son, Ron, is it?
Ren.
Huh? Speak up. Let the Lord hear your voice.
Ren McCormick.
Ren. Interesting name. Is it short for something?
Nope.
There's rumors going around about the new kid, and everybody's talking till they're blue. Cause you know how a stranger is, if he's not down, he's dangerous. But either way, at least it's something new.
And I invite you all to join my wife, Vi, and her daughter, Ariel, in this morning's convocation.
God is love, follow him and never roam. He has made the stars above, just to light your way back home.
Everybody!
Chicago seems a million miles away, but we were barely counting on, especially with my father gone. There's nothing that in places we can stay. But maybe I'll be found and jump to steady. Hey, maybe I can start it for you. And maybe things will be so bad. Maybe I'll miss my dad and maybe when it's time for my year. On any Sunday morning here we'll be raising our voices in harmony, gathering to join the peace, asking of the Lord at least. We pray that one day once our trials have ceased, we will be
Go in peace!
Well, Miss McCormick, your sister has certainly been excited about you moving in with them.
Lulu must have been my rock.
Oh, it's been no trouble. Ethel just moved right into the guest room.
And Ren, where did your uncle put you?
You remember my old tool shop above the garage?
Oh, Wes, that place is a greasy dump. Well, no more.
Picture this. Powder blue wallpaper, chocolate brown carpet.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
When will Mr. McCormick be joining us?
Mr. McCormick won't be joining us.
My husband and I are separated.
He ran away to find himself.
Ren, please.
Fine. I made some of my Toll House cookies. Try one, and you'll burn every recipe in your kitchen.
Oh, Mr. McCormick, won't you join us? Eleanor wants to show you what heaven tastes like.
Call me Ethel, please.
Only if you call me Vi.
Save me a cookie, Ethel.
So, Ren, all set for school tomorrow?
We took care of that last week. Coach here helped him get registered.
Reverend, did you hear the new English teacher's planning to introduce a new vulgar novel into American Lit course?
Slaughterhouse 5. Yes, Coach, I've received several calls.
Slaughterhouse 5? Cool book, cover to cover. That is one wicked story, Slaughterhouse 5, right? That's a classic.
Do you read much?
Well, Coach, maybe in another town it's a classic.
In any town, Uncle Wes.
Tom Sawyer is a classic.
Daddy, excuse me? Rusty and the girls are going out for burgers tonight. Can I?
It's a school night.
Daddy!
Go ask your mother.
We already did Reverend Moore, and she said it was okay with her if it was okay with you. So, is it okay with you?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Great sermon today, Reverend.
Thank you, Rusty.
That whole thing you said about Walt Whitman and rock and roll and listen to the music in your soul. I mean, I was like, wow, who knew?
High praise indeed. Gentlemen,
I, on the other hand, thought my daddy was never gonna shut up. Well then, Ariel, why don't you just talk to him?
Why? He never listens to me. And anyway, Welcome to Beaumont.
Howdy!
Oh, you are cute. Wendy Jo, isn't he cute? I bet you he knows he's cute. Don't you think, Wendy Jo? Ouch, oh, baby.
Hey, put your tongues back in your mouth and let's get out of here.
See ya.
And where do you think you're going?
Where do you think?
Ooh.
And if the question ever comes up, I was with you guys all evening, right?
Are you asking us to lie for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, good looking. You miss me?
You wish.
Hey there, Ariel.
Hey, Ariel.
Hey, Travis, Lyle. Oh my God, did I interrupt your weekly poetry club meeting?
Very funny.
So, who was that new kid at church today?
Who? Oh, him. He's our new classmate, a Chicago transplant with all the charm and sophistication that comes from living in a bustling metropolis.
Should I be jealous?
I'm counting on it.
Hey, Cranston, what are you doing with the preacher's daughter?
Anything that I want. Oh, yeah? What does she get out of it? Everything that she needs.
Like you know.
Well, she'd like you to think she was born yesterday with her innocent looks and her little town ways. When she's smiling at me, she's got angels in her eyes. Well, I've seen how she moves, and this girl really cooks. She's got me some tricks you can't learn in books, and I'm starting to think she's the devil in disguise. The girl gets around. She knows what she likes. I got what she needs. Just wait till tonight. We'll both make a move. Yeah, we'll cover some ground. The girl gets around, 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 around. Good God, this girl gets around. I swear, Ariel, God's gonna strike you down with a lightning bolt.
No, she's not.
She's not.
Yeah, he likes to pretend he's a man of a man, but with his hands in his pockets, he can't count to 10. Don't worry, baby, your secret's safe with me.
Busted!
And he bores me to tears with his beers and his bikes, but I keep him around, 'cause when temptation strikes, I've got the motor, he's got the key.
The girl gets around, knows what she likes. I got what she needs. Oh, just wait till tonight.
Baby, tonight.
We'll take a move. Yeah, we'll cover some ground. The girl gets around,
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 around, around.
The girl gets around, 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 around. Good God, this girl gets around. Evening, Reverend.
Your mother thought you might be cold.
Hey, Ariel, right?
Yeah, so?
I'm Ren. We met at the church yesterday. Is this a small world or what? I am your new classmate.
Howdy!
Oh, come on, girl. Leave that poor boy alone.
Hey,
Sorry.
you pushed me.
I said I was sorry.
Wait a second. You're the new kid from Chicago, ain't you?
Perhaps.
Smart aleck, huh? Listen, Around here, if you push someone, they push back. Before you know it, you got 2 people pushing. Got it?
Got it. Let me ask you a question. They sell men's clothes where you get that hat?
Is that supposed to be some sort of stupid joke?
It's actually a very funny joke.
That's it. I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, please kill me, 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 kill me.
What?
That is the most exciting thing I've ever heard since I hit town. Red McCormick, and you are?
Willard Hewitt.
Willard. Let me ask you a question. What do you guys do around here for fun? Besides that, do you guys have any malls?
No.
What about the clubs?
No.
What about the movies?
No.
What about...
No, and no. We do have a Bolorama by the interstate, though.
Wow. I really admire you guys. I could never do what you guys do around here.
And what exactly is it that we do?
Nothing! I never walk when I can run. I don't believe I ever could. People try to slow me down, saying, boy, you really should kick back and chill, but I can't stand still.
Well, I can see that.
I called the doctor, he said, son, I cannot offer you a pill. So I never found relief, now I've got to move until I've had my pill, but I can't stand still.
You're gonna last about 5 minutes.
Back where I come from, life's never humdrum. I wish I could make it there. Oh, we had the world at our feet, life was sweet, ain't no doubt, man. Grab a seat, check it out. It somehow. Would you look at me now? I'm trying hard to tone it down. Gotta watch my P's and Q's. Maybe look before I leave and then say, hey, what's the use? Ain't done it yet, but I can't forget how it feels when you dance till the drop. So don't even start to suggest that it stop. I never will lie. I can't. No, 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 no. Somebody kill me, cause I can't stand still.
No, 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 no.
I was just showing Willard about Chicago. You know? The toddling town.
That's not what it looks like.
What? Oh, I was just showing him some steps, you know? Stuff we used to do at the clubs.
Don't!
What, you mean this?
Mr. McCormick!
Damn it.
There's no dancing allowed here.
Okay, I get it. School property, not supposed to have any fun.
That may pass for wit in Chicago, but here we speak simply. Let me make this as clear as I can. There's no dancing allowed anytime, anywhere within the town limits of Beaumont. Ever.
She's kidding, right? No, seriously. Okay, fine. Joke's on the new kid. Very funny. Ha ha.
Mr. Hewitt, would you please explain to your friend?
It's against the law.
Dancing? Get out.
Shut up! Mrs. Clark, my friend was ignorant of our local law. I will be sure to inform him of his ignorance.
And I'm sure I will see both of you in my office after school. got places to be.
Oh my gosh, Willard. The way you spoke to Principal Clark, I mean, wow, that's the biggest sentence you've ever made.
All right, I gotta go.
Okay, bye.
Chin up, Mr. McCormick.
It's such a turn on to watch a guy fly off in the face of authority. Isn't it, Wendy Jo?
Uh-huh.
Was she serious?
As serious as a heart attack.
Dancing is against the law.
Has been for about 5.5 years now. Ever since the accident.
What accident?
The Patani Bridge accident? You don't know about the Patani Bridge accident?
If I had, would I be doing this?
Well, ladies, should I take this one?
Please, be my guest.
There were these 4 kids we all grew up with, and they were coming home from a big dance over in Baylor County. Maybe it was the rain that night, or maybe they had gotten a little wild, but the car skidded across the bridge, through the railing, and 35 feet into the Patani River.
Oh God. Did anybody survive?
The sheriff released the autopsy report, and they claimed that they had alcohol and marijuana in their blood. And while the town just went nuts.
That's when Rivermore got all righteous. He started blaming anything and everything. Liquor, drugs, rock and roll.
And dancing?
You got it.
He convinced the town it was a sin, and just like that, they passed the law.
Wait, Reverend Moore has that kind of power?
Reverend Moore?
He is the power.
He is the law.
This isn't like Chicago. It must be nice to walk down the street and get mugged by somebody you don't even know.
Yeah, I do miss that. Man, I thought living in a small town would be great. Like one big happy family.
Let me tell you about that family. There's tongues wagging every time you make a move.
There's fingers pointing every time you turn around.
There's head shaking the minute you cross the line.
And there are eyes everywhere. Careful what you do, someone's on to you. Careful what you do.
Careful what you say, 'cause you're on display every night and every day.
Somebody's hiding in the great unknown. And every time you think that you're alone, somebody's eyes are watching.
Somebody's eyes are seeing you come and go. Somebody's eyes waiting for the show. You've got no disguise from somebody's eyes.
Thanks for the advice, girls, but it's not going to get to me.
Gets to everybody.
You don't know me?
You don't know Beaumont.
Somebody, 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 somebody's eyes. Whoa! Somebody, 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 somebody's eyes. Whoa!
You gotta learn that in Beaumont, a stop sign means stop.
But officer, I thought I did.
And that music of yours is a little loud.
Oh, so you pulled me over because my music is too loud?
Hey, watch that attitude.
Book 'em, Jim!
Is a friend of yours, Chuck?
This city kid, I wouldn't let him start my tractor.
They seem nice.
Careful how you speak. Turn the other cheek. Be careful how you speak. Think a naughty thought, and if you get caught, well then, oh, you've got a lot of trouble.
Somebody's got a big view. You. And they're just dying for a little peekaboo.
Somebody's eyes are watching. Somebody's eyes
close my nose just to slam into your fist?
Oh, yeah, what?
Hey, that's enough. My kids know the difference between a wrestling match and a street fight.
Oh really, Coach? A wrestling match is usually one-on-one.
That is enough out of you. This is the third time in 3 weeks that you've been in my office. That's it. I'm suspending you from the wrestling team indefinitely.
Somebody, 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 somebody dies. Whoa! Somebody, 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 somebody dies. Whoa!
Do you realize how hard it was for me to get you that job at Dilling's hardware store? It's not even a month and you get fired?
Every day it's more bad news with you. Every day.
Lulu, don't exaggerate.
Ethel Hush, you're not helping.
Brent, what did happen?
Nothing I should be fired for. Willard came at us when he wanted a change for $1. So I popped open the register, and when Mr. Dillingham came out, he saw my hand in the drawer and he started accusing me of stealing.
That's because everything you do makes you suspicious.
Are you on drugs?
No, but why don't you frisk me? I am sure you already poked through everything in my room.
Brent, just apologize to your uncle.
Look, young man, I know I'm not your son.
You can say that again.
What?
Don't even say anything, Ethel.
I can't not say anything. I don't know how to do that.
Okay, hush, please.
Wes, I know you're guessing your home, but...
Ethel! Right now, just don't say anything.
Never laugh too loud, never leave a crowd, never dress risky, there'll be hell to pay. If you've ever had anything to hide, think twice before you step outside. Somebody's eyes are watching. Somebody's eyes are following every move. Somebody's waiting to show they don't approve. Somebody's voice, somebody's eyes, in somebody's eyes, in somebody's eyes. Whoa! Somebody, 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 somebody dies. Whoa! Stop it, I'm gonna be late.
What is a few more minutes gonna do?
You know my daddy's not crazy about my seeing you.
Tell him to get over it.
You tell him.
Reverend Moore!
Actually, you know what? I'm not in the mood for another one of his sermons. Bye now. Go home.
I like the oldies.
Hi, Daddy. Hi, Mom. Are you hungry? Starving. What's this?
Oh, don't tell me. Haydn, the second sonata? The fourth, right. I guess that kind of music's okay, huh, Daddy?
Meaning?
She's just making a joke, Shaw.
I'm aware of that, Vi. This kind of music is uplifting. It doesn't confuse the mind.
Are you working on your sermon?
I am.
Remember when I was younger? I'd sit in the pew below you and listen to you practice over and over.
You indeed.
And I would clap and you would bow, remember?
Well, you seem to have gone back.
Shaw! What just happened? Did I say something wrong?
Nothing. Your father's just had a difficult day.
Fine, I can speak for myself.
Why don't you just set the table?
I'm not very hungry.
Shaw, if you're angry with Ariel, please tell her why.
I'm not angry. I'm just concerned.
Then get to the point. You two speak and nothing gets said.
Have you seen her with this Chuck Cranston? The last time I walked into
You
the
told me.
The boy has a record of arrest file.
And the more you object, the more intrigued she's going to be.
So what? I should just hold my peace?
I do. I pray that her infatuation with Chuck Cranston lasts no longer than mine with Elliot Criswell.
Elliot Criswell was not an overheated delinquent.
He most certainly was.
This isn't funny.
I'm trying to lighten the mood.
Well, I can't. I'm frightened about what Ariel is doing, where she's going.
You can't just expect her to sit at home with us.
Let's end this conversation.
Conversation?
Fine!
I've seemed to walk into one of your sermons.
Let's not say something we might regret.
Swallowing my words, staring at the floor, counting little cracks in the tiles, struggling to smile without choking, learning to be silent.
Watching how the dust dances out the door. Noticing my hands start to shake. Contemplating taking up smoking, learning to be silent. Always hearing, hush, Ethel.
Please, Vi,
Let's not have this conversation.
and so I stand by.
Oh, my mind takes a small vacation. La 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 la, making little sounds other folks ignore, quieting the beat of my heart, never being part of the moment, learning to be silent, learning there are some topics that we don't even mention, and if they come up then we try to be
There
vague,
are subjects in which we divert our attention.
and some we avoid like the plague. I'm becoming a mime, biding my time, biding my time, trying not to sleep. Managed it before, knowing if I'm going to survive, then damn it!
book report you wrote is so great, I almost wish I read the book.
Hurry up, Rusty, I have to copy it next.
Oh, shush. How do you say this word? Camelot? Really? Really. You know what part is my favorite?
Oh, do you know what part I love? I love the part where King Arthur and Lancelot are fighting over Guinevere, and it's right after Mordred comes in saying, I'm the king, I'm the king!
What? You read a book?
Spark notes. It took me forever.
It's even better when you actually read the book. There's all these knights on horseback jousting, storming into the castle. And all we get is guys in overalls, riding pickup trucks.
Hi, Willard.
Hi, girls. Hi, Rusty.
Hi, Willard.
See you later.
Hey, Willard. That's it! You two are pathetic.
When are you two gonna have a real conversation? Oh, Willard doesn't do real conversations. I kind of like that in a guy.
Hi, man. How's the new job?
Well, it's my second day and I haven't been fired yet.
You may have found your future.
I may have. What can I get you guys?
Diet Coke.
Diet Coke. I will have the hula burger double patty cheese melt with extra mayo, of course. An order of French fries and a Diet Coke.
And Ariel, what's your pleasure?
It's not on the menu.
Ooh.
You know, if Chuck sees you flirting with Ariel like that, you're a dead man.
She doesn't even usually remember me.
Well, the uniform makes you look more like an idiot. Easier to pick you up.
Willard, you are always looking for a fight, aren't you?
Mama says it's in my nature.
Just shut up and tell me what you know about Ariel.
Well, I know she's been kissed a lot.
And?
She's into you like a hog on sloth.
Get out of here.
I'm serious. Look, Ariel likes trouble, and you have proved to everyone in this town that you are T-R-U-B-L.
Come on, guys, I was only teasing him. Honey, that's more than teasing. Ren's from out of town. Don't tell me that doesn't curl your toes.
You wanted a Beaumont so bad you'd memorize bus schedules.
You told us you read just to escape to other worlds.
Exactly, because in books, I find guys who amaze me.
And what about Ren?
What about him? He's kind of smart.
He's kind of tall.
And I think he's handsome.
Cute, maybe.
But can he really compete with Chuck Cranston, the ragged high school dropout / drug dealer who recently got evicted from the trailer park? I don't think so.
What's up with you, Rusty?
I don't know. I like her and all, but she talks faster than anyone I've ever met.
That's because you turned her on?
You think?
Yeah.
If only I could find a guy who would make the first move.
If only I could find a guy who, when he went to kiss me goodnight, would take the toothpick out of his mouth.
If only I could find a guy.
Where have all the good men gone? And where are all the gods?
Yeah!
Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? Isn't there a white knight upon a fiery steed? Late at night I tossed and I turned, I tossed and I turned, and I dream of what I need. I need a hero.
That's great, Betty.
The Hula Burger Deluxe, only at the bed at the class.
Oh my God! What time is it? 8:30. Why? Oh no, Chuck's gonna lose it!
Ariel, what the hell is going on here?
Chuck, I'm sorry.
Look, I don't like when you make a fool out of me.
Oh, Chuck. And why would you? I mean, you do such a great job of it yourself.
Shut up, Rusty!
Will you be joining these ladies for dinner?
Look, when I say 7 o'clock, what am I doing? Talking to myself?
Chuck, I know, you're right. Calm down.
Calm
buddy.
down! Don't ever tell me to calm down. Look, I know what your friends think of me, and it's not true. I'm the real party in town, baby. Those 3 dogs should be tied up underneath the porch. Let's go.
No.
Get in the truck.
I said no.
Excuse me.
I said no. What part of that don't you understand?
Look, when the preacher's daughter says no, it turns me on. Say it again.
Stop, Chuck.
I believe the lady said no.
I believe this is none of your business.
Don't.
Ariel, who invited this clown anyway?
Oh, I'm sorry. I believe we haven't been formally introduced. Ren McCormick.
Get your hand out of my face! And your face out of my sight! Hey, Chuck! You want to go? Let's go!
Willard! Don't baby, what's this job?
Hey! Are we having a problem here?
Not at all, ma'am. Me and the boys are just discussing about the safety and comfort of one of your valued customers.
What is so funny?
Cranston! Your pickup truck is in a handicapped parking spot, which is a space reserved for people with physical, not emotional disability.
This isn't the last you've seen of me, McCormick. Could I please pound him down like a baseball?
Miller! What's that your mom says? Before you make a fist, make sure it's your fight.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't the rest of you have curfew? McCormick.
I know, ma'am. I'll turn my skates in.
No, listen to me. I'll see you here tomorrow after school.
Really? So I'm not fired?
Not yet. Now give me a push. Thanks, sweetie.
Well, you're either really brave or really stupid.
Which one do you think?
I haven't made up my mind. Want to see something?
Don't you have a curfew?
Oh, you're right. No, come on. My daddy invented it. And don't you think rules are meant to be broken? Come on.
No thanks, I just ate. You are really something.
What do you mean?
I mean, the perfect package. Minister's daughter. Jack Francis' girlfriend.
Guilty.
And a church-going gal with a badass red cowboy boots.
My daddy hates me wearing these things.
And you love that, don't you? Getting up in his face?
That way he'll miss me when I'm gone.
Where you gonna go?
Well, college for starters. I've applied to places that daddy doesn't even know about. I want to speak 5 languages, and I want to travel the world. Daddy wants me to teach English Lit in Baylor County. I don't even think they speak English in Baylor County.
I can't picture you being a teacher.
Thank you. Neither can I. We'll leave that one to my daddy.
Well, he's a preacher, not a teacher.
Well, when you're good at it, it's the same thing.
What changed?
His mind. He closed it.
I noticed.
Yep, he used to be so open, so inspiring. I've watched him give people hope when there was none. I've watched him change people's lives.
Well, if you love him so much, why do you always want to take him off?
I never said I loved him.
Boy, do I know what you mean?
Oh yeah? What happened there?
My dad. He walked out. One day, he just walked out saying nothing, not even goodbye.
Bet you got lots to say to him.
Lots.
Like what?
No, I couldn't.
Tell it to the train, I do.
Ah! How could you be so stupid to leave Mom and me? I hate you!
Feel better?
I'm not sure.
Do you want to kiss me?
Someday.
Someday? What do you mean someday?
I have a feeling you've been kissed a lot. I'm afraid I'd suffer by comparison.
You don't think much of me, do you?
Oh, I think of you more than I expected. Come on, I'll walk you home.
Somebody's eyes are watching. Somebody's eyes are following every move. Somebody's waiting to show they don't approve.
Let's see. Henry, you owe Eleanor.
75 cents. And Reverend, you owe me $1.25.
Eleanor, why is it the only place my prayers never seem to be answered? Is at the bridge table.
Come on, they'll love you. Hello, everyone. You know Ren McCormick?
Hey,
Daddy Ren?
Good evening, Reverend. How's it going? Principal Clark? Coach Dunbar?
Hi, Mrs. Dunbar.
Mrs. Moore?
Welcome, Ren.
Whoa! Poker night? Cool!
Ariel, this whole time we thought you were up in your bedroom doing your homework.
It's hard to impose a curfew on my congregation when I can barely enforce one in my own home.
Well, what's the old expression? It's the shoemaker's children who always goes barefoot.
Oh, would you look at the time?
Boy, I can sure empty a room.
It's a rare talent.
Oh, I'll take that as a compliment.
Oh, I can assure you, it was not meant that way.
I believe this is yours.
Ren, thanks for,
Walking you home?
that too.
Well, Reverend, this is fun, don't you think?
Somebody's eyes are seeing you come and go.
I really blew it up in there, didn't I?
You sure did.
I'm sorry, I go crazy. I get nervous and I usually end up putting my foot in my mouth.
Well, your mother told me you were good at it, but I had no idea.
Good night, Mrs. Moore.
Good night, Ren.
Somebody's eyes. Whoa.
I'm gonna punch out!
Somebody's eyes. Whoa.
I don't want you to see him anymore.
Who, Ren? Because he hasn't lived in Beaumont his whole life?
Well, it's not that. But clearly, the boy has no respect for authority. And everyone is telling me that he's a troublemaker.
Who's everyone? The Bridge Club? Give me a break!
My, where did that come from?
You! Lately all you've been doing is looking for the worst in people, and you've been finding it.
Ariel, what am I going to do with you?
Me? Today's sermon is, the world is evil and Ariel needs to be locked away in a tower.
Well, that's a little melodramatic, don't you think?
No, I don't. You make me feel like a prisoner, and I hate it! I just hate it!
Someone had put the foot down.
I didn't say anything.
I don't enjoy being her jailer. I don't relish telling her no. But then I think, what if I fail her? How can I just let her go? I strive to be a good preacher. I try not to go overboard. But then I think, what if I can't reach her? How do I face my Lord? Heaven help me shoulder my load. Every day's a struggle still. Someone's got to take the high road. If I don't, who will? I became a man of God to do his work, to spread his word, to ease some pain and dry some tears. That was the plan. But I might have thought twice, if only I knew that I spent all of my time saying, no, don't do that. See, everyone prays for salvation. I'm happy to give them the tools. The problem is, here's my frustration. Nobody wants to have rules. So heaven help me with my labor. How can you expect one man to save his family and his neighbors? Heaven help me. Oh, heaven help me. If heaven can't, who can?
his eye.
His hand's pretty messed up too.
Don't waste your breath and my time with no lame excuse.
But coach, it's not an excuse. He walked me home last night and some guys jumped him.
It's nothing, I was just...
There were like 6 of them. They just sort of...
Willard! Willard! There was 3 of them.
Anyone you know?
I didn't take their name, if that's what you mean.
Carmen, it seems like when you're not caught in trouble, it seems to find you anyhow. Dale, I suggest you stay away from this guy. I've been asked to keep my eye on you.
Oh, my daddy called you. Surprise, surprise.
Well, if you cooperate, it'll make life a lot easier.
Gee, if my dad makes a phone call, will you get off my back?
That mouth of yours caught me your daddy walk out you in the first place.
No. Count to 10. Count to 10. Mama says just count to 10.
Well, Carmen, I suggest you take your friend's advice. And Dale, get back to practice. Well, Carmen, drop down and give me 30.
You're kidding.
You're right. Make it 50.
Look, Coach, Red's not kidding. He's actually hurt.
Thanks for the diagnosis, Dr. Willard. You can give me 50 as well. As a matter of fact, you'd all give me 50. Courtesy of Mr. McCormick. Just do it. 1, 2, I can't hear you. 3, 4, only 46 more. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Thanks, Red.
Sorry, guys. This whole town is so wound up. You guys don't have any place to blow off any steam.
You got that right.
Unlike Chicago, we could go to the clubs.
Hey, maybe we should take the coach dancing.
Willard, you are so... That's it. We are gonna throw a dance. We are gonna throw a party that knocks Beaumont right off its tractor.
You're just asking for a fight.
Bring it on.
Are you ready to take on Reverend Moore?
I'll fight anyone. If there's one thing worth fighting for, it's freedom. Looking into your eyes, I know I'm right. If anything worth the fear, it's worth the fight. No one can tie my hands or make me change my plans. Crossing the line, jumping that track, thinking what's mine and not looking back. Heaven helps the man who fights his fears. Every day I face a new frontier. I can't worry what the world will say. I may fly or fall, but either way, I'm free.
Friend, you're not free. You're crazy. You know there's a law.
Maybe that law needs changing.
Hello? Beaumont's never gonna let us forget about the Batani Bridge accident.
How long are we gonna live in the shadow? There must be a way out of it.
The only way out is by train.
No, listen. Running away will never make you free. It doesn't matter where you go, I guarantee. As we hold our ground, and we cannot be bound. Shaking the past and making our breaks. They can control it, that's what it takes. Heaven helps the man who fights his fears. We can face it down right now, right here. Once you're standing on your own 2 feet, you will not retreat if you repeat. I'm free! Come on, try it out.
bottle of water. We'll be back in 15.
Product.
It's called barbecue. It is the best little baddest place we tried on the area. Think of that as a research.
Well, that's what we're waiting for. Let's go. Come on.
Oh, God.
Now where were we?
Hold it, cowboy! She came with me.
Well, we all make mistakes now, Parker.
Oh yeah? What's that supposed to mean?
Willard, he's just being friendly.
Friendly, huh?
Listen here. It's much too early in the evening to your pretty little shirt there nice and bloody. And ma'am, my condolences.
My can. Oh, come here!
Hey, Willard! I know who I came with, all right? Now let's dance.
I think I'm gonna grab a beer. Ren, you want a beer?
Who's gonna drive? I'll drive.
Sounds great, then I'll have a beer.
Right, so that's 2 beers.
I wanna dance, I wanna dance!
I've only got the 2 hands. Ren, you think you can give me a hand here?
Could you excuse me a minute?
Let me guess, Willard's acting weird again? So it's not just me? Rusty, please, you and Willard have been weird since kindergarten. But this is different. This is our first time leaving Beaumont together. Maybe we don't travel well.
Rusty, it's just a car ride.
It's not just a car ride. Don't you see? The whole way here, I did all the talking, and all he did was Don't you see? My baby's in a panic.
Now don't make yourself crazy. Come on, I'll dance with you.
You okay? You seem jumpy.
That's why I'm having the beer. Mama says I can have one beer or one cigarette, but if I have both, I should never come home again.
Come on, Willard, what's up? You finally go on a date with Rusty.
Whoa, 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 whoa. This is a date? You just told me to come along for the ride, told Ariel to bring Rusty with her, and then you stuck me in the back seat with that mad woman who won't stop moving or talking. If anything, it's like I'm on a date with you.
And you look so handsome tonight.
Thank you. But truth be told, between you and me,
Yes?
I can't do it.
Oh, it. You can do it. That's all right, Willard. It's only the first date. You don't have to do it on the first date.
Really?
Yeah. Even in Chicago, they don't do it on the first date.
You swear?
I swear.
Oh, that makes me feel so much more relieved.
Great, then let's dance.
Hold up, dancing? What did you think I was talking about?
When you said you can't do it, I thought you mean...
Oh, my, anyone with a pecker can do that. I mean this. I can't dance.
He says he can't dance.
Oh, come on, give that guy a break.
It's not natural. It's like learning to swim.
Can't swim either.
You say we throw him in the pool. Yeah.
Darn, does my boyfriend's got 2 left feet?
No,
Doesn't he ever got a fireman to sweep out for me?
not yet.
Do you ever whisper sweet nothings in your ear?
No, me and Willard aren't like that. No, really. He's got many hidden talents. Look at him.
My baby, he don't talk sweet. He ain't got much to say. But he loves me, loves me, loves me. I know that he loves me anyway.
Did you get my calls?
Yes, Chuck, I told her every time you called.
Well, she must be busy then.
Yeah, her and the girls went to Wendy Joe's to study.
That doesn't seem right, Mrs. Moore. I was just at Wendy Joe's. Said she left an hour ago.
Oh.
Who is it, Vi? Mr. Cranston.
Evening, Reverend. Was just looking for Ariel.
It's late.
Why, I'm surprised she's not at home.
As am I. Good night, Mr. Cranston.
Right, Reverend?
And do remember, we have a front door for guests.
Yes, sir.
Where is she?
She told me she was at Ariel's. Don't bother calling, she's not there.
Did you know about this?
No, I didn't.
How does it feel, Vi, to know that she's lying to you?
I'm not saying anything until I get an explanation from her.
First it was this Chuck Cranston, and now she's going out with that boy who is campaigning to challenge me and the entire town council. How long are you going to keep defending her?
I'm not defending her. We're not on opposite sides here. Where are we?
Where were you?
Oh, I was just at Wendy Joe's.
Don't
Oh,
even
you weren't at
bother.
Wendy Joe's.
Oh, so now you're checking up on me.
Sweetie, how do we not know you're sick or hurt?
I'm concerned for your well-being.
Then how come when I'm at home, you're never interested in what I'm thinking or how I'm feeling, but the minute I walk out that door, wham, suddenly you're the concerned parent.
Shaw, she doesn't mean that.
Stop taking her side! She needs to start answering for herself!
I don't know what good that would do. You don't listen to me any more than you listen to her.
Shaw!
I've never hit anyone.
I know.
We're losing her, Vi. She's becoming willful and obstinate.
Like her father?
I am her spiritual guardian.
You used to be her friend.
I don't know what to do anymore. I don't understand.
Yes, you do. Can you find it in your heart to forgive her? Can you stop and see there's part of her that's trying to obey, while part of her is dying to run away? Can you hear what she's trying to say? Can you find it in your soul to accept her? If she stumbles on your holy path, do you have to reprimand? Or are there other ways to make her understand without using the back of your hands? Can you remember when we were that age, pumped up with promise and wrestling with rage? Can you remember when we were a family back when? Could we be one again?
We are a family.
No, we're not. Ever since Bobby's death, you put these impossible demands on Ariel.
I am not confused. Ariel's behavior with the death of my son.
He was my son, too. Shaw, it's been 21 years that I've been a minister's wife. And after all that, I still think you're a great preacher. I mean, you can lift a congregation so high up that they have to look down to see heaven. It's the one-on-one where you need a little work.
I thought you still believed in me.
Does it ever cross your mind that I miss you? Do you think that we could share the joy that we shared from the start? Can you remember how it felt before that feeling fell apart? Can you find it in your heart? Have you lost my love somewhere far
town council. The least you could do is not mumble. Now, let's hear that last bit again.
Members of the town council, dancing is not a crime.
Yeah!
Ever since the dawn of time, if anything, everybody had the right to howl at the moon and move all night. When folks were tribal, back before the Bible, they were liable to dance when the crops came in. Or maybe they'd blow all the stops when the earth would spin. Or maybe they had a battle to win, so they would dance. Every time they had a chance, whatever the reason or circumstance, they found a reason to throw a party in their pants. So let's dance the dance, dance the dance. Dance.
Throw a party in their pants?
That's supposed to be.
Now, hold it. Friend, we're not saying speech is bad. It's just no good.
What am I supposed to say? I've rewritten my speech 9 times.
Now, Ren, listen. You're going to be talking to town council, the most stubborn people in all the town.
Who am I kidding? This whole thing has gotten way out of hand. Maybe I ought to forget this.
Hold it. We're not trying to discourage you. Now listen, Mama always says,
Oh, come on!
listen up. Everything I ever learned that gets me through the worst, I learned at my mama's knee. Now anytime Mom turned around, I turned to Mama first. And you'd be wise to memorize what Mama says to me. Now Mama ain't been wrong yet, and I'm the living proof.
That's good frightening, isn't it?
Listen out. Mama says, don't use a toaster while standing in the shower. Now who can argue with that? Mama says, don't hold your breath for longer than an hour. The woman knows where it's at. And Mama says, it doesn't matter if you're a kid or you're a clown. Once you drive up a mountain, you can't back down.
Can't back down now, Red.
Now, Red, you've not yet had the pleasure of meeting my mama. These boys have. Come on, give me a hand.
Mama says.
Don't drink hot coffee while lying down in bed. Don't even give it a thought.
It's a mess. Mama says.
Never eat anything that's bigger than your head. Is she a whiz or what? And Mama says, doesn't matter if you're a kid or you're a clown. Once you drive up a mountain, you can't back down. Oh, once you drive up a mountain, you can't back down. Now, Mama makes a lot of sense if you know how to listen. She's clear and concise.
She's concise.
Daddy says I love her son, but she's got verbals missing. And I say, hey, it's free advice. And what do you expect at that price?
Then maybe your mama ought to give my speech.
Oh no, everyone time thinks it's crazy. What is, that's what that is. Hear me out. What you believe in is all you really own. And I believe that she's right.
Mama said.
If you got doubts, well, then boy, you're not alone. Just means you're ready to fight. And Mama says it doesn't matter if you drive a hot buggy and don't drive around town. Once you drive up the mountain, you can't back down. Oh, once you drive up a mountain, you can't back down. Don't make me say it again.
Yeah.
Hey boys, let's go get Chuck.
No, Willard, don't. I'm already in enough trouble and I don't want to cause any more. Chuck's been on the tear ever since he found out about our little field trip to the barbecue palace. He ordered me not to see you anymore. And I said, I see who I like, and then he just started swinging.
Let me look at that eye.
I'm just so mad at myself. Like, how could I even like him in the first place?
Maybe you should see a doctor.
No, I'm fine.
You want me to call your folks?
No, I just want to be alone, okay? Let's go, guys.
You need some company?
No. Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't take it personally if... What?
Listen.
What?
Do you hear it? Come on, let's go.
Where are we going?
Come on, you'll miss it.
Oh! This is a free fall into the river from up here. Are you out of your mind?
You noticed.
What are we, like 40 feet above the water?
But look around. Up here, I feel like I'm halfway up to heaven. I listen to the river, and look what happens.
Oh, this place is filled with graffiti.
It's not graffiti, it's poetry. I call this place my diary.
You climb all the way up here to write poems?
Mm-hmm. They're all dedicated to Bobby.
Bobby? Who's Bobby?
My brother.
You never told me you have a brother.
Had a brother. He was one of the 4 kids who went off the Patani Bridge.
Oh, God.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yep. One of the 4 young kids who held Beaumont's brightest future.
You must miss him real bad.
I try not to think about it. And once Daddy decided the town needed saving, he never mentioned Bobby again.
That never works.
How did you know?
I study you.
Oh yeah? What do you see?
Somebody who's smart.
Thank you.
Maybe a little bit angry.
Maybe a lot.
And somebody who's sad. I wonder where that came from.
Now you know.
What?
You know, I've really never felt like anybody stopped to look at me.
Oh, I think about you 24 hours a day. I thought the dreams belonged to other men, 'cause each time I got close, they fall apart again.
I feared my heart would beat in secrecy.
Face the nights alone.
Oh, how could I have known that all my life I only needed you? Whoa, almost paradise. We're knocking on heaven's door. Almost paradise. How could we ask for more? I swear that I can see forever in your eyes. Paradise. You make me forget everything that's ever wrong in my life.
Oh, there's a lot of things I'd like to forget. Like the trouble I'm causing in Beaumont. I don't even know what to say to the town council tomorrow.
That reminds me, you'll need this.
The Holy Bible?
Yeah, I marked down all the pages.
How did you know to mark all these passages?
Are you kidding?
Oh,
I thought that perfect love was hard to find. I'd almost given up. You must have read my mind.
and all those dreams are safe for rainy days.
They're finally coming true. I'll share them all with you. 'Cause now we hold the future in our hands. Whoa, almost paradise. We're knocking on heaven's door. Almost paradise. How could we ask for more? I swear
old business.
Thank you, Lulu. Now let's consider new business. I want to remind all of our young people that have joined us here today that this meeting is conveyed to consider official town business. Disturbances will not be tolerated. The floor is now open. Yes?
My name is Ren McCormick, and on behalf of most of the senior class of Beaumont High, I move that the law ordinance 416, the law against public dancing within the town limits of Beaumont, be abolished.
And I, Willard Hewitt of 385 Cloverdale Drive, would like to second that motion.
Eleanor, may I have the floor, please?
Certainly, Reverend.
Mr. McCormick, you wish to change the law so you can throw a dance. That is your right. But it is my job to challenge any enterprise that, in my experience, fosters the use of liquor, the abuse of drugs, and most importantly, celebrates spiritual corruption. And I think you'll find most of the folks in this community agree with me.
Yeah, you got that right. Yeah!
Now, if any of you can convince me there's no danger in your raucous party plans, I might reconsider my stand. But as of now, no, I cannot condone it.
I believe this calls for
Excuse me, isn't there any kind of discussion?
You don't believe it.
Shut up!
It's
No.
okay.
Roger, sit down! I believe that Mr. McCormick has a right to be heard.
I just wanted to say a few words. Because I think this idea scares a lot of people, and it shouldn't. From the old times, people danced for many reasons. They danced so that their crops were plentiful, and so that their hunt would be good. They danced to show community spirit, and they danced to celebrate. That is the dancing we're talking about.
Mr. McCormick, we do not need a history lesson.
And aren't we told, excuse me, Reverend, aren't we told in Psalm 149? Praise ye the Lord, sing the Lord a new song. Let them praise his name in the dance. And it was King David. King David, who we read about it in Samuel. And what did David do? What did David do? What did David do? What did David do? David with all his might danced before the Lord. Leaping and dancing before the Lord. And Ecclesiastes assures us that there is a purpose for every time in heaven. There's a time to mourn. There's a time to laugh. There's a time to weep. And there is a time to dance. There was a time for this law to be made, but not anymore. And now, this is our time to celebrate life. That's the way it was in the beginning. That's the way it always been. And that's the way it should be now. Thank you.
Order. There is a motion to repeal Ordinance 416. How does the council vote? No.
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 The motion is defeated, and the meeting is adjourned.
Ren, up till now, I've been real proud about keeping my opinion to myself, but if I don't say something, I'm gonna burst.
I lost. The town council voted, and I lost.
Sweetie, you never had a prayer.
That's not funny, Mom.
Ren, when you got to the part about the leaping and the laughing and the weeping and the dancing, which I love, don't get me wrong, but I was looking at the faces of the town council. I promise you, Shaw Moore walked in here tonight with those votes locked up.
You think he told them how to vote?
You can still sound shocked. I love that about you.
But he's a man of God.
He's a man, and you were railroaded.
Damn, that pisses me off.
Good. Now listen. Reverend Moore said he would only reconsider if someone convinced him there was no danger in these raucous party plans.
Raucous party plan? I mean, do you even trust these people? What?
Make them reconsider.
Me?
You.
And him?
Yep.
When?
Now.
But,
Ren,
Mom.
stop. Until you do, you will not make peace with that man or this town.
I didn't convince him in here.
He wasn't listening in here.
What?
So make him listen.
What can I say I haven't already said? I read my speech and thumped my Bible.
You did everything but speak from the heart.
He's a very smart man.
So are you.
He's stubborn.
And you're not? Look, I'd love to stay here and watch, but I gotta go home and hose down your aunt and uncle.
I love you, Mom.
You have no choice. Now go.
Mr. McCormick,
Reverend.
it's late.
Really? I'm wide awake. I have one question.
And it couldn't wait until morning?
Please, one question. Reverend, before the meeting tonight, did you tell the town council how to vote?
We discussed the issue, of course.
But did you tell them how to vote?
Ren, this is more than the question of a dance.
Did you? Reverend Moore, I know what this town have been through.
No, I don't think you do. Because if you did, you wouldn't have provoked your classmates to reopen all those wounds we worked so hard to heal.
Those wounds are not healed. If they were, they wouldn't be glaring at me every time I cross the street. They wouldn't be snubbing my mom at the supermarket. They wouldn't be boycotting my uncle's business. And you wouldn't be fixing the town council's vote.
I thought it was time to put an end to this nonsense.
Nonsense? All I say is, who is up for a little dancing? And the only thing people here can think about is the Batoni Bridge and the 4 kids.
Mr. McCormick!
I know your son is one of them. I'm sorry for your loss. I truly am, but honoring their memory by shutting out the world, it's not working.
I'm sure you have all the answers.
No, I
And
don't.
you're going to set me straight.
I didn't say that.
Mr. McCormick, how can you presume to know what I've been through? You don't have a clue. Good night, Mr. McCormick.
Please, if you could only...
Mr. McCormick, I'd like to be alone.
Sir, you already are. We both are. You and me? We both lost somebody. And even though people think they understand, they really don't. I bet you stop 100 times a day and wonder why. I do. I wonder why my dad lived. Was it something I did? Something I didn't do? Could I have made him stay? Maybe I could bring him back? But I can't. But I don't have to tell you. You know how that feels like.
I do.
So I guess I came to town angry and frustrated. And it's really good to kick up a fuss. And I know I got people upset with it. I'm sorry. But I'm just trying to move on. Because I am so tired of looking back. And I can't stand still.
I've noticed.
Look, I'm gonna go. You've got to do what you're gonna do above the dance and all, but thank you for listening.
Ren! I'm sorry your father will never get to know you.
Thank you.
Daddy?
Oh, I didn't hear you come down.
I heard voices.
There's your friend Ren. He sure asked a lot of questions.
And what did you tell him?
For once, I had very little to say. I think I'm running out of answers.
Daddy, I know it's hard for you, and I know I don't make it any easier, but I just don't think I believe in the same things that you do. But I believe in you. Now get some rest. You have a sermon in the morning.
I can figure out what to say.
You will.
When souls come to me for protection, I guide them whatever the cost. But while I've been giving direction, maybe it's me who got lost. Heaven help me open up my heart again. Help me find the words to say now. Heaven help me. Oh, heaven help me. before you today with a troubled heart. You see, my friends, as your minister, I should be helping you find joy and peace in your lives. Last night I realized I haven't been doing that. After all, we all remember that terrible night 5 years ago when the lives of 4 young people ended on the Batani Bridge. Everyone in this community lost someone that night. A friend, a child, a neighbor. Vi and I. We lost our son. Ariel lost her brother. And somehow I got it into my mind that my pain was the greatest, that my sorrow was the deepest. But then, last night, someone much younger than myself made me realize how tightly I've been holding on to that memory. A memory that has weighed me down as surely as a great stone. And I did something I haven't done in a long time. I laid down my burden. It was a terrifying moment, but it was exhilarating. This morning, I offer you all the same opportunity. The senior class of Beaumont High has requested permission to throw a dance. Mr. McCormick, I think that's a good idea. Please join me in asking our Lord to guide and protect our children.
Thank you, Jesus.
Travis, Lyle, let's go!
Could you maybe give us a minute here?
You guys are pathetic!
So, Rusty, here's the deal. I can throw a clean sheet over the front seat of the truck so we don't end up smelling like the dogs.
Uh-huh.
Daddy's suit kind of fits, and I can roll the pant legs with duct tape.
Okay, I like where this is going.
And maybe Mom will whip up one of those croissants?
Corsage.
Yeah, one of them.
So you're painting me a picture here. I see a smelly old pickup truck, a suit covered in duct tape, and a corsage made of who knows what.
What do you think?
Would there be a dance involved?
Yes, ma'am.
I come to!
Hey, I can show you a dance move.
Don't even think about it.
Yes, Bob?
You did a good thing today.
I'm still not sure it was the right thing.
Comes pretty close. I missed you. I missed us.
I hope you never doubt that I love you. If that's hard to figure out sometimes, well then I apologize. But you are dear to my life, and you could ever realize. If I try to make amends, can you teach me how to start? Can you find it in your heart? Yes, bye.
We're almost dancing.
I got this feeling that time's not
Thank you.